Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching me from. If this is the first time you're coming across my page, please like, share, and drop your comment on the comment section. Today, I want to address most of the asylum seekers here in Europe, especially in Italy. If you are an asylum seeker here in Europe, most especially in Italy, you should be very, very grateful. You should be thankful that you found your way to Europe. I must tell you, the best place to live on this planet Earth is Europe. They are so civilized and they have the sympathy, the empathy towards humanity. That is the reason why you see the European Union are spending so much to take care of illegal migrants here in Europe, most especially in Italy. And there's a lot of people who made it through from the Mediterranean Sea. They get to Europe. They were successful. After they were able to rescue them into Italy or Europe, you see them start boasting, making mad, not showing any sign of appreciation for the people who have come to rescue you. These are the things we are saying. You are here not showing appreciation for those who have come to rescue you. You ran away from your country because why? Your country is not a place you can survive, it's not a place you can stay. And you see those who were able to take you in, gives you shelter. After you must have managed to leave Italy or any other part of the European country you find yourself, you start using some negative comment against those countries. It is really, really not fair. Go and see what our African brothers, Nigerians to be precise, are passing through in Canada. Those who are seeking asylum, the government do not even care about them. They are sleeping outside. And you all know that Canada is one of the most coldest countries in the world. Now we just lost one of our Nigerian brother as a result of the excessive cold he received because he was sleeping outside. You people think that coming to abroad is an easy thing. It's never an easy thing. It is only by the grace of God that a lot of persons are making it here in Europe. Because the life here in abroad is not something you can compare back home. Yes, we know that there is a better life here. But for you to get to where you are going, there is a process. And most times, those process takes a lot of time. If luck is not on your side, you will even regretting why even leaving your country, coming to abroad. That is the reason why, before you step your foot out of your country, you have to be very, very aware of what you are coming into. Don't just travel blindly because you want to travel abroad. A lot of persons traveled abroad simply because their neighbors traveled abroad. A lot of persons traveled abroad simply because their friend traveled abroad. And a lot of persons naturally are not supposed to be here. But because of lack of information, they made a very wrong choice coming to abroad. I have come to show you this evening what your brothers who ran from Nigeria to Canada passed through while living in Canada. One thing is to come to abroad, another thing is to secure your stay in abroad. Let me show you what our brothers are passing through in abroad.
For those people who seek asylum for Italy. A young man from Nigeria last week Wednesday. Now you see the tent they were living in. You can see it all the way down there. And you just begin to imagine how are people expected to survive in this condition with the current state of the weather. With the cold out here, I can tell you, some of us can't even stand 30 minutes outside of this cold. But yet, human beings like you and I are living on these tents in these horrible conditions. I think it's about time that the African community come together and make our voices heard about this situation. It's about time. I'm here. Yes, this is Pastor Oji Agobo. Yes, can you say something, man of God? Yes.
Unfortunately, it's good to see human being living under this condition. And this is what we'll be advocating for since the summer. And the unfortunate incident will try to prevent it happened, that somebody lost his life out here. And now we're calling on the federal government to facilitate the process. They did make a commitment to release some funding to assist the province to provide temporary accommodation for these individuals. And we don't know what has been done till now. We will be following up with the federal government, with the provincial government, and the city mayors to see what has been done, what is being done to address this situation. This is un-Canadian. This is inhumane. This is unacceptable for human beings. Please, all we call it, all Africans, all the black communities will come out. This is we must all join hands to advocate for. This inhumane treatment to our community, people of our pigmentation is unacceptable. The time for action is now. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so, ladies and this is just some.
Are you seeing what our people are passing through under this cold weather? A lot of our brothers and sisters are sleeping under this cold. We just lost this one right now in Canada. So before you make that move of coming to abroad, be well informed so that you will not be deformed. You have to be well informed of the journey you are about to embark, because that journey is about to determine where you are going to in life. Don't just travel blindly. And a lot of persons have been misled by these agents who are only interested in money. So be very careful with the kind of visa you are applying for. Before you want to travel, make sure you have a real understanding of the kind of visa you are having. Make sure that you know what you are going into. 85% of the people who are traveling abroad are actually traveling blindly. They don't bother to ask. In as much as it is abroad, they just jump into it without making their own personal research to be sure of what they are going into. Whatsoever you are doing in life, you have to be very, very careful and always put your priority as number one so that you will not be stranded. Where you are going to, you have no brother, you have no sister, you have no mother. You are just an ambassador to yourself. And the Nigeria embassy is not of any good to any Nigerian. In as much as you are in Nigeria, you are finding anything difficulties in abroad, you are on your own. So you have to protect yourself so that you don't regret ever traveling. And let me give this little advice to a lot of our youth, our young ones, our loved ones out there who are so desperate in leaving Nigeria. Yes, it is good to leave Nigeria. If you want to leave Nigeria as it is now, I will not stop you leaving Nigeria. But what I just want you to do is for you to be aware of what you are getting into. Be educated of the place you are going. Before you step into that country, before you apply visa to any country you are going to, make a research to know the do's and don'ts in that country, so that when you get to that country, you will not be stranded. And also, if you have family and friends, it will be more easier for you. But if you do not have, then you have to protect yourself in Nigeria even before stepping into that plane. Do you know it is not advisable for you to sell your house, sell your car, sell your business, sell your land in the name of you are traveling abroad? That is not a wise decision. If you are able to have these things I just mentioned in Nigeria, you really don't need to travel abroad to look for a greener pasture. That money you want to use to travel abroad, or that land you want to sell, or that house which you have built you want to sell traveling abroad, my brother, you don't even know what you are going to face. Be very careful before you are taking a life-changing decisions that might affect your life positively or negatively. No one is saying not to sell your property if you want to. But before you sell your property coming abroad, be well informed that the moment you are getting to abroad, all your plans which you had before coming to abroad, that they are set rolling. These are the things you have to put into consideration. Don't be so desperate coming to abroad. You have to protect yourself. What about if you are doing well in Nigeria, you have a good business, you have a very good car, you have your own house, you have something that is bringing you income every month, and you are living comfortably well in Nigeria? What you just need to do is just to apply for a visiting visa, or you apply for a tourist visa. So you can as well come to abroad and tour 1 month, 2 months, you go back home and continue your life. By the time you are able to come to abroad through tourist visa and you go back home, you come again, you go back again, the years will be extended. Then if you are able to travel 3 times without overstaying in the country you came, then they have every possibility of giving you 2 years visa. This should be the best format for you, those who really want to come abroad. Don't sell your property coming abroad though. What you will see, you might not like it too. Be very, very careful before you take a drastic decision that might change your life for good or for bad. Be very, very careful. And whatsoever you are doing, always remember, always put God first. Let God be your guide. Talk to God, let God be your guide, so that you don't fall in the wrong agent that will give you the visa that is not supposed to give you. So my brothers and sisters who are in Europe, are you seeing the kind of love and pampered the European government are giving you? They are treating you, giving you a preferential treatment. The video I just showed you right now is from Canada. The almighty Canada you have been hearing about. They said all that glitters are not gold. Probably now this man sold his land. Probably this man that just died now sold his house. Probably this man that just died sold his business, all in the name of going to Canada. Getting to Canada now, he has missed everything he labored for. The house, the car, the business. He even lost his own life. A total wastage. Be informed before you take your bag. Be informed before you apply. Don't be carried away on what you are seeing on social medias. Abroad is good, abroad is good. A lot of persons are not able to withstand the toughness that is being found in abroad, that is being found in Europe. Europe is not for the weak. If you are not mentally tough, you cannot stay in abroad. You have to prepare your mind from home that the moment you are entering that flight, that you are ready to accept whatsoever that comes your way. And this is just one of them. Don't sell your business. Don't sell your house. Don't sell your land because you want to travel to Europe, because you want to travel to Canada, because you want to travel to America. If you have a good running business, my candid advice for you is this. Apply for a tourist visa, 1 month visiting visa. You go, you spend 1 month, you come back. Next year, apply the same thing. They will be extending your stay in the country you intend to go. If you are able to do this 3 consecutive times, be assured you'll be able to have 2 years document. At least 1 year. At least with 1 year, you know you'll be able to have a stand. Because during those times you have been visiting, you've been making friends, trying to know the situation of things in the country you are coming before you fully decide what you want to do. Don't travel blindly. There are a lot of people in Europe who want to go back home, but they don't have the means going back home. There are a lot of persons in Canada who wish to go back home, but they don't have the means to go back home. Be very careful when taking some certain decisions. Don't take decisions that you will take tomorrow. You start regretting, why did you ever leave your country? I have seen a lot of persons saying, when I did my country, I was doing well, better than here. A lot of persons are complaining, but they cannot help it. Because if they go back, people back home will start laughing at them. So make your own proper research before you enter that flight, going to whichever country you want to go to. I just say, let me just drop these 2 cents for you, so that you'll be informed, so you don't be deformed before taking that decision. Always put God in whatsoever you do. See you on my next update. Thank you. One love.